Hello, well, I just want to do a little video here about all these like vaccine conspiracy theories I've been hearing about. Them don't get the COVID vaccine because that's how they're going to kill millions of people around the world and all that sort of baloney. And when you think about it logically, it doesn't make sense because if you're going to kill people with a vaccine, it's a very inefficient way of doing it. First of all, you have got to produce the vaccine in large quantities, which it's going to cost you like billions to do that. And then you've got to employ millions and millions of people to inject the vaccine into people's arms. And then you're going to have to convince people to go and get the vaccine when there's all these like tinfoil hat wearing theories going around that's how you're going to kill people. So it's a very inefficient way of doing it, of genocide. When you think about it, because a much easier way of, if you were so inclined, a much easier way to like depopulate the earth or whatever your reason you're going to be doing this for, is to simply genetically modify something like a virus in a lab and release it, and then all you have to do is rely on typical human behaviour to spread it for you. You just have to rely on people like not socially distancing, not wearing masks, so that if they've got it, they won't be spreading it around like 2 meters everywhere as they talk and breathe and sneeze. Basically not wash their hands enough, spread it on all the surfaces for people to pick up. That's a much more efficient way of, if you want to spread something around that's going to kill lots of people. Genetically modify a killer virus in a lab and release it. You just release it and you let humanity do all the hard work for you. So basically that's how you debunk these mad theories that they're going to kill us with a vaccine for COVID-19. They're not. So that just debunks the fact that the vaccine is the way they're going to kill us, and that COVID's the way they're going to kill us. Yes, COVID could have killed about 70 million people if there wasn't lockdowns around the world and everything. I think they've managed to keep it to about 700,000 so far, that worldwide deaths. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people say, oh, only 1% of people will get it and everything. But when you think about it, 70 million people, that's how many it could have killed in like less than a year if no lockdowns had been done. And 70 million people, that's, they say it was between 70 and 80 million people that was killed in 6 years of World War II. So that gives you an idea of the numbers. I mean, okay, it's a 7 billion planet, whatever, but it's about 1% or something. So 70 million minimum. If we just all carried on as normal, I mean, how many grandmas and mums and dads would have died, and how many kids and that would be without their parents now because of it? Because we all know the younger ones aren't as susceptible to it, but they can still die of it and they can still spread it on. So anyway, that's how you debunk the theories that they're going to kill us with a vaccine. It's a very inefficient way of doing it. You just do it in a lab and release something very deadly, and you just rely on human behaviour, because we all know humans find it difficult to stay away from each other. They've got to congregate in their family groups, they've got to basically go to pubs, and they've got to go to the games, and they've got to carry on as they've got to make themselves look big and tough. I'm not wearing a mask because I don't care if I get the virus, I'll live through it, I'm tough, mate. Don't think about the fact that you're being asked to wear a mask to stop you spreading it to your grandma. But yeah, that's the facts. They won't kill us with a vaccine. If there is an evil world conspiracy by the Illuminati or whatever crazy rubbish you want to believe in, they're going to do it with a virus. Okay? Virus is a much more efficient way of doing it. A genetically modified virus that has a far higher death rate than COVID-19. Something along the lines of Ebola or something like that. That's airborne, more as airborne as COVID-19. When I say airborne, a lot of people are saying, well, COVID-19 is not airborne. That's not what airborne means. Airborne means as you talk, it comes out, very fine mist comes out your mouth as you talk and breathe. Very fine water droplets, and that travels for about 2 meters. Now that's how most flu and common flus and everything are spread. It drifts for about 2 meters. If you're within the 2 meter area and you breathe it in, you'll get it.
But then after just 2 meters, it goes down and it lands on a surface, and then it sits there on most surfaces like metal, wood. It can live there for about 72 hours, and someone comes along with their hands, picks it up. So, you know, the person who was infected with COVID might have been long gone, but the place they were in, if they were in a house or something, they coughed and sneezed everywhere, or in a shop coughed and sneezed everywhere, people just come along with their hands, you know, and then they scratch their face, and then they touch their mouth, and then they get it. So you don't, you know, that's the thing about airborne viruses. You don't actually need to be near someone to get it. Okay, being near someone when they're coughing and spewing and talking in your face and spraying some spit everywhere, that is a good way of getting it. But there is the other way, the hands way, touching the surface. That one of these people that's been going around without a mask to limit how far it comes out of their mouth or the nose as they talk and breathe and sneeze and whatever. Those do that, spread it everywhere. You come along, you wipe it, and you do that, you get it. Or your grandma comes along and does that and get it, and then grandma ends up in a ventilator and dies because, you know, the death rate for over 80s is somewhere like 7% or something. Anyway, that's all I really want to say in this little video. I just want to get that off my chest, but remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you with a proper vlog soon. Bye.